Let's go to that Arkansas St. John's game.
Yep.
And it was Coach Cal against Rick Pitino, not buddy. They said that they have a mutual respect for them, but other people say they hate each other. That's what they say.
I think it's ooh, can I? That was about to be a bad example. I was gonna say, like, I'm not even gonna bring that one up.
Don't do that.
No, we're gonna do that.
Let
But I just think it's like, I like him, but he's too much like me or too similar and on my heels, and the thought of, is he better than me? So I think there's that element too. The whole, like, the teacher trying to be better, or the student trying to be better than the teacher vibe. I get a little bit of that too.
Right. I'm always surprised when coaches act brand new at a game.
Mm-hmm.
So in this game, he benches like one of his star players.
Yeah.
R.J. Lewis Jr. How many? What are you? Last six?
So basically, Lewis Jr. hits 2 free throws to get the game within 2, with 4 minutes and 56 seconds left. So you're thinking, all right, cool, we're good. We were down 2, or we still got one of our best players. And all of a sudden, we don't see him again. And they go on a 11-4 run, Arkansas does,
ball game,
to win the game. And so everybody's curious, well, what the heck happened? Why didn't he come back?
And don't forget, when we talk about the best, he was the Big Ten
player, player of the year.
Big
East.
Sorry, Big East player of the year.
Yeah. So this isn't a guy. This is the guy. And so, everybody was obviously curious. Like, he just knocks down 2 free throws.
And
Where did he go?
Lewis Jr. did not have a great game. He was 3 for 17 from the field. So he had an awful day. And let's hear Rick Pitino trying to defend this to reporters when he's questioned on it.
You had RJ on the bench, for a pretty long stretch at the end. Was that just because he just wasn't making them, or was there something more to it?
Played 30 minutes. It's a long time.
So he was tired?
No, played 30 minutes, and I went with other people. You already know the answers, Roger. You're asking leading questions. You already know it. So don't ask leading questions. You already know why he didn't play.
Was there one play with RJ that made you sit him the last 5 minutes?
You know he was 3 for 17. You know he was 0 for 3. So you're answering your own. I'm not going to knock one of my players.
But you just did by giving the stats. Why can't you say, I didn't think, like a lot of players, they'll be like, let him shoot out of it. He's a star. He could get hot, make 3 baskets at the end, win you the game, right? Have a terrible. Rick Pitino, you're asking leading questions. No, we're trying to figure out what you're thinking
best players
of benching your best player when the game was within 2 points. You survived. How about questioning, you want to take the whole team out? They shot 4 for 41, a combined Arkansas and St. John's. This is college basketball? 4 for 41 from 3.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? What is this? So Rick doesn't want to. I'm not throwing one of my kids under the bus. You did. You didn't play him the last 4:56. Yeah. What are you talking about? You're big enough to take the kid out of the game, but you can't say why. Hey, I don't think that kid's a fantastic player. I just don't think he had it tonight. And I wanted to give another kid an opportunity who had worked hard in practice. Here's his backup. We did this earlier this year in a game at Buffalo, and that kid gave us a spark. I got it. Is that so hard?
I think I never thought the day would come that I'll be throwing Rick Pitino bail. I think I'm throwing him some bail here. I think what he was trying to do was not throw him fully under the bus and say, to Rob's point, man, we don't shoot threes like this. They were one of the worst shooting three-point teams. We don't shoot threes like this. This ain't our game. And every time I look up, you're shooting threes, and not just him, obviously the team as a whole. He talked about how their assists, the ball moves better, we get assists, we play better. So I think there might have been something where it's like, hey, man, what's up with these shot selections? This is why we found ourselves in these positions. We keep chucking up bad shots, chucking up bad threes. Let me find someone who's going to run what we're trying to run. Let me find someone who's going to run the offense the way I'm trying to design this so we can actually get some fluidity and get the offense flowing. So I think he was trying to do that and not put him under the bus and saying, he wasn't doing what I asked. You saw him taking bad shots.
But he was only 0 for 3 from 3. So they missed a lot.
Right. That's why I said the team. This to me reads of, I'm looking at you and saying, don't do something, and you went out there and did it. If I say move the ball, and you ain't moving the ball.
If he was 3 for 17 and had 10 missed threes, okay, maybe I'm buying into that.
That's what I'm saying. There's some
only had
hidden
3.
beef. Like, how it gets in those huddles. And he says, hey, man, I'm sick of y'all not moving the ball. Move the ball. That's the reason why we're down. We're taking easy the first shot available. That doesn't mean it's the best shot available. Blah, blah, blah. And then you go out and do that 1 or 2 more times. Because the logic is I'm keeping my best player in the game. So to me, this is reading something bigger.
I think
you get what I mean? Something bigger had to have happened than just he was broke missing some shots.
I think you have to look at this if you're Rick Pitino. The game is on the line.
And he knocked down 2 free throws to get you back in it.
Right? You're down by 2. The Big East Player of the Year. You can't turn your back on him. If we're going to lose, Lewis Jr., stink it up all the way, and I'll live with it. His rise back to prominence, Rick Pitino, is hitched to that kid's wagon all year. Now all of a sudden, when it gets tough, you bail on the kid? I don't buy it. I don't think that you do that. You still would rather have that kid out there and think, with the shooter's mentality, you played high school basketball at a high level, won a state championship in Michigan. All it takes is for him to make 1, and then he might make 3.
Well, how
that is. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right. And what makes it even weirder, I will say this. So I played, as you mentioned, with would be the high school player of the year, the whole country, not just Michigan, the entire country. And
who was that?
Lavelle Blanchard.
Okay.
Shout out to Lavelle.
Yep.
Went to Michigan, had a really nice career, blah, blah, blah.
Did he make the NBA or no?
Dude, Lavelle Blanchard was 10 years too early. I think Toronto had him in for a little bit, but what he was best at, he'd have a 12-year career now. Undersized, he's 6'7", but that era was Carmelo, Kobe, LeBron, Paul Pierce. You're supposed to be real. Jason Richardson, who we played against in that state championship.
Sure.
You got to be crazy athletic. He wasn't quite that athletic as them. Shoot the lights out, rebound with the best of them. He would have been a stretch 4 in the NBA now.
Okay.
He'd had a nice career.
I was going to say I don't remember him in the NBA.
Giving you 12 and 6 a night, for 10 years. Made $100 million. He would have had a career. He was too early. He was in that Kobe Bryant. If you 6'7",
it's like Darko. Darko, what he's doing.
Yep.
Darko right now would fit into this NBA.
100%.
He was not back then.
Not banging, rebounding, tough era he was supposed to be in. And that happens. Lavelle in this, because, dude, think, P.J. Tucker guards centers nowadays. Draymond, he could be a stretch 4, stretch 5, knocking down threes. Think I'm not saying he's Al Horford skill-wise, and he's not that big, but just knock down shots, rebound, play some good. He would have had a nice career. But he was too early, where if you're 6'7", you're one of these Tracy McGrady, Carmelo, Paul Pierce type players. My point is, dude, if we're in a game, and if our coach pulled Lavelle and was like, Lavelle's just not coming back. Oh, he's in foul trouble. No, he's not. Oh, he's hurt. No, he's not. I'm mad at him right now. You talk about now you try to fight through that, but mentally, what does that do for us? Like, oh my gosh, how are we coming back when Lavelle's just sitting on the bench right now? And so that is one of those things where I could see it's not only are you messing with the player himself, Lewis Jr., the team, because all right, we're trying to come back. And every time you look, your best player sitting on the bench, towel over his head, drinking Gatorade. You're like, we need the cavalry to come up in here and at some point. So it's hard to be competitive when what you're used to. You're used to happening. If you look at this Laker team right now, if at your point, and you're looking, all right, we got it down 6. All right, Luka's coming in at some point. And if Luka ain't coming in, you're like, I don't give a dang if Luka's 5 for 40. Bring Luka back up in this game.
That's my point. And that's why I think Rick missed the boat here.
Is it something personal? Did he say something to him? You get what I'm like? Because logically,
and it doesn't make sense what you've done to the team, and even your success with the school. You weren't out of it. If you were down by, say he missed a 3 and he had missed 11 shots in a row, and you're down by 15, can you take him out then? Okay, we're not gonna win this game. It's 4 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. We're down. We're not. He can't make a shot.
Right. Or
We're
he's
down by
hurt.
15.
He's trying to push through as much as he could. I'm not going to have him go out there.
This doesn't make sense. And then to not be able to just articulate to the media and the St. John's fans who would want to know why the best player on the team isn't playing the final 5 minutes in a 2-point game. Okay, forget about what happened. Forget about the 3 for 17.
All he needs is to be
the game
3
is,
or 4
The game is
last
2 to
few
nothing.
minutes.
That's how you have to look at it, right? The whole team is shooting. They combined, Arkansas and St. John, 4 for 41.
Yeah. Everybody's
bad. So why are you picking out your best player?
That's why I'm reading into this. It was something not necessarily like personal, but something where I'm looking at you saying, only do this, and you went out there and didn't do it. And maybe I say, hey, remember, we're only doing this, and you did it again. Or man, blankety blank, but I don't give a dang about, something, because it doesn't make sense. Rick Pitino wants to win. He's been coaching for 40, 50 years.
And for him, he's 72 years old.
He's trying to win. And this is against his young mentee.
Right. This is your comeback story right here, right?
Yeah.
He went to Iona.
100%.
He's at St. John's at a big program.
Story.
Right. And then you're going to do this at that time.
That's why it reads something personal, like something happened where you might have, I don't know. Because otherwise it just logically, basketball-wise, doesn't make sense. Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Jason Tatum can go 5 for 20, but in the last 4 minutes of this game,
he's playing.
Win or go home game.
Right.
Guess who's playing?
This ain't the
Kobe Bryant in Game 7 with the Lakers, 7 for 22. Dang it, if it came down to one shot, who you think that ball was going to?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I said it must be something where he was like, oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Because he obviously was broke, 3 for 17. Clearly the shot wasn't falling. It wasn't at night. Maybe you get him a blow for 2 minutes to all right, see the game,
he set
slow
somebody
it down.
else up. You don't even know.
Just him being
he's a decoy. Like you still got
100%.
to guard him. That
100%.
I'll leave him open. He's 3 for 17, and then all of a sudden he knocks down 3 straight threes, and it's ball game.
Dude, that's why I'm like something weird here, man.